Away from 8, and that means it's time to talk tech, thanks to our partners Noel Leeming. E-waste is fast-growing waste, one of the fastest-growing waste streams in New Zealand, with the equivalent of 20 kilos of old electronics per person per year heading for our landfills. So when it's time to get rid of your old phone or your old laptop or your tablet or your TV, what do you actually do with it? Phil Cumming is General Manager for Sustainability and Ethical Sourcing at the Warehouse Group and joins us this morning as part of our partnership with Noel Leeming. Good morning.
Morning, Ryan.
Good to have you here. So, first of all, how much are we throwing out? Is that true? That's a lot.
So the it's estimated about 100,000 tonnes that goes out the door each year on e-waste, and that's everything with a plug and a battery. It's estimated only about 2% of that is recycled, and it's growing. Right? If you think about all the consumer tech we use, and comes to life, eventually it will come to a point where either no longer works or what have you. It's got to go somewhere.
Phil, what's the harm in it? What does it do to the environment?
Yeah, so there's obviously lots of nasty stuff in there because it's things like lead, cadmium, sort of heavy mercury. There's good stuff in there as well. So things like glass, aluminium, and what have you. And actually, we could be reusing that for other purposes as well. But also, increasingly tech has got lithium batteries. And whilst perfectly, absolutely safe if you're using devices right, if it goes in your rubbish, goes in landfill, gets crushed, it can also pose a bit of a fire risk as well.
Right, and we have seen the evidence of some of those, and sadly, in recent months here, and particularly in Auckland. Yeah. So where do you go to recycle old e-waste?
So obviously, don't put it in your household bin. Whether it's your general waste or your recycling, just don't put it in there. There are a number of options open to people. Obviously, check out your council website. They'll probably flag some community options in your local area, or for things like laptops, tablets, printers, cameras, whole heap of things, cables, bring it to us and we'll sort it out. We work with 2 national partners, Tech Collect New Zealand, which is backed by a number of brands, HP, Canon, Microsoft, Logitech, and also Canon and Remobile, which is backed by the telco, so one NZ, right. 2 Degrees, and Spark.
Once we drop them off, where do they go? What happens to them?
So the first thing to do really is check out nearest store. Go onto our website, click on the link that says e-waste. Check out the things you can bring back. If it's got data, ideally, and it switches on, wipe it. Make sure it disconnects it from cloud. Bring it into store. Go to the counter. If it's on one of the permitted items, they'll just take it off you, completely free, put it in a secure crate ready for recycling. Any brand is accepted, and it doesn't matter where you bought it.
It sounds like a great scheme. Where do you hope this kind of scheme will go in the future?
So Tech Collect and Remobile are national schemes. They're growing all the time. Ideally, others would get involved as well. And we can scale up to sort of cover more categories of e-waste. And I think the more we can do to keep things out of landfill, the better. And actually, ideally, put some of this componentry, some of it quite valuable actually, to good use.
Appreciate your time this morning. Thanks so much for being with me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That is Phil Cumming, who's General Manager of Sustainability and Ethical Sourcing at the Warehouse Group. That was thanks to our partners Noel Leeming.